And welcome to the show. This is Scott Harrigan, Rawsportscast. On the show today, we have Brad Norris-Jones. Brad, how you doing today, buddy?
How are you, pal? I'm good, man.
Good stuff. So listen, Brad, I think we got to start. Obviously, we're here to talk soccer. Let's start with the Canadian women's Olympic team.
We're just going right into it. You're
not
even
foreplay, nothing.
We hung out years ago when you coached my kid softball. We're not even doing that.
It's not about me today, Brad.
Right,
honestly, it's got nothing to do with me today. You're the star of the show.
Buddy. That's the first.
I know, right? So let's get right into it.
Ladies team.
How
exciting is that? Like, these ladies played so well and caught the hearts of all Canadians again. And the most popular team, Christine Sinclair, is the most popular athlete in Canada. I actually was talking to her agent today, trying to bring her out, just trying to find a time. But she's playing pro soccer in the States right now. And we're just trying to see if we can get her to come and just, hang out and come to one of our games. So we're working on it. But
that's tough.
Exciting. They played great.
What about the goalie, the keeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about in the PKs? Was she fun to watch?
Okay. Let me go here with this. I'm not a religious guy. However, when it comes to sports, I am massively religious because I believe in hockey gods, baseball gods. That's just my thing. So they had no business winning that game, if we're honest. Okay,
100%. But that's sports. You know what sports. I know what sports. And it's not the best players. And Christine said this. It's the best team. And they were dynamite. They probably should have lost in extra time. But
that first hour, I thought they were all over them, right? And it wasn't until the last 30 minutes that Canada, came back. But like just in the penalty kicks, the saves. You can't deny those. It's one thing to stop them, but the big thing is to guess which way they're going to go.
The fourth shot where she dove over and actually made the save, outstanding.
100%.
Yeah.
But that other one where the captain from Sweden missed and put it over the bar, I mean, you give her 10 of them, 9 of them are going in. She'll probably never miss another penalty kick for the rest of her life.
That was a gold medal around her neck, and she blew it.
Yeah, 100%, right? So I think that goes back to 2012 when it got ripped off.
Yeah,
that's what
point.
I think.
Yeah, we got hammered on that BS call on the holding the ball, which has never been called ever since before.
Has that ever been called ever?
It's funny. I was talking to a couple of my staff about that, soccer junkies, and they're like, never ever have seen that call in any matches. Yeah, it was crap.
Yeah, so I didn't want to. I've had a real kind of a sour spot with Olympics, but. And I wasn't even going to watch Olympics this year. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to,
Why you sour?
It's corrupt for me. It's not, maybe it's just so corporate. And I think some of the events, it's more for the athlete than it is for the fan, like rock climbing and stuff like that. It just, it just doesn't, to sit down and watch it, no thank you. Yeah. But that's just me. Yeah. But I got sucked in.
To the ladies you got sucked in, or maybe to decathlon, or to all the medals that the females won for us?
Well, once we started getting on a roll, once the decathlon for sure.
Come on, awesome.
The 200. Man, I was glued to the TV, and that's the Canadian in you, right? So you just get.
You just said it, man. That's the thing. Like, when those ladies were in PKs, and I had coaches around me and a whole bunch, everybody was going nuts when we won. My wife was going nuts, and it was awesome. Yeah. And that is the Canadian. It's the 5 best sports moments in Canadian history. 72.
Yeah.
Crosby's golden goal.
Yeah.
Raptors.
Yeah.
Win. Blue Jays win, and now this game.
Yeah,
there's your top 5.
100%.
Try and beat it.
100%. So, do you think they got the flag bearer right? There was some controversy over whether Warner, and to me, 10 events. I mean, how do you not give it to this?
In the world.
Well, they said Sinclair maybe, but she's done it before.
No, but he's the best athlete in the world.
100%.
Yeah. How do you not give it to him?
To me, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. If Christine would have maybe scored 3 goals in the final game and scored, yeah, but she went down. She got the penalty that they needed.
Yeah.
He's the best. He was best choice. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Is she done, Sinclair?
Well, I don't officially know, but I think there's a few games that they may play in Canada, I hear. And, I can't believe she wouldn't play in these games just to say, see you later, Canada. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Love you. See ya.
Yeah.
Could you imagine when she plays in any of these games where if there's not sold-out venues everywhere and young ladies and mums and grandmas out there pumping their fist for this lady, she's best.
She really is.
Her and Haley Wickenheiser are 2 rock stars.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Let's get, speaking of doing well, let's Pacific FC.
We're all right right now. We're okay.
Top of the tables?
Yeah. I like how you went there.
Well, now here's the thing.
Big hockey guy
No. So this leads to my question, actually. Do you find that now that you're in the soccer environment, and it is a friend, soccer is one of those sports, it brings out the frenzy in the fan. Like, do you notice that you
have no idea, man.
You're right, I know. But do you notice yourself talking soccer lingo now? Like, instead of saying we're in first place, you're like, we're top of the tables. Or
I know my audience, and it's taken me 3 years to understand what I have to say. If I'm talking to you guys, like, come on, man.
No, I get it.
We're first place.
No, we're first place.
But yeah, no, I gotta respect the game, and you gotta talk the language, talk the lingo, and
is there some things you picked up that you can share, like some of the?
Well, Kitman is the best one.
Kit, wash the kit.
No, Kitman. So that's a trainer, a Kitman.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
okay.
that's the one that that's kind of just regular language and.
All right.
Yeah.
So when I played soccer, we used to have it was called the magic sponge, and all it was a sponge in a bucket of water, and when you got down, the trainer, Kitman, would put the water on your ankle, and instantly you'd be okay.
Okay, so I'm going to debunk all that crap. There's dudes that take dives and all that stuff, but I've seen dudes get absolutely crushed and are on the pitch, and I hear people yelling, get up, If it was any other sport, they wouldn't be saying that. But some of these guys just get smashed. Yeah, there's some guys that take dives, but so hey, I used to dive in basketball. That's why I got so many fouls against me.
Right, I get it. Has it been, because you're predominantly a baseball guy. You love your Flyers, but you also, your kids.
I love my Sonics, too. When am I getting my team back in Seattle?
Oh, yeah, really, eh? Well, let's see how the Kraken do first, shall we?
I think they'll be right.
Do you think they're going to be okay?
I think they're okay.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know if they're going to be good on the ice, but I think the fans are going to support them.
Oh, wow, they got the assistant coach from the Leafs, so, I mean, strike one right there, right? Hello. What are we doing there? How did that happen? What was it a big transition from baseball to soccer?
Shockingly big transition.
Learning curve?
Huge.
And what way? Can you kind of just, in the early days, can you maybe just bring us back to?
Started 84 days before you first kicked off, like I threw the kicked off in there.
I like that.
And just to get everything ready. Okay, there's the same, you do the same thing to promote a game if you're in hockey, baseball, tiddlywinks, or soccer. You do the same thing. It's just the whole presentation of the game. The fans arrive 1 hour before. In other sports,
10 minutes.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's a different animal. Just to know, like, it's timed. It's precise. Game starts at 6:30, precise. Then you play for 45 minutes, extra 3 minutes. You have 15 minutes. If you're not back in 15 minutes, you're in crap from the TV. So it's baseball, man. We played 4 games. I remember going down to talk to the pitching coach and said, hey, throw another couple pitchers in. Beer sales are really good. You ain't pulling that off in soccer.
That's cool. I got to tell you, I was on, it was a Saturday you guys had a game? I was coming from Up
Saturday.
Island. I was coming
Saturday
from Up Island.
Afternoon. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no, well, Simon was there. So I'm going to my girlfriend's house, and she just lives behind Canwas Mall. And it was about, I don't know, 3 o'clock maybe. And I'm at the lights, and all these drummers and whatever.
Pretty fun, eh?
It was I was kind of pissed off that the light turned green because I was actually enjoying it. And the people that were coming out of the bowling alley and stuff like that and walking by, it was a super hot day. They're clapping. They're outside the fence. It's
a different fan. It's a different environment. The supporters do a march-in before every game, and I think it's about 25 minutes before the game starts, and they do a march, and they do their chants and their songs, and a lot of fun. I think probably had 125 supporters out for that game that sit right behind the net and harass the other team, and they're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Was that the Highlanders guys? But that was
some of them were, and they transferred over,
Yeah.
Lakeside Boys, and then we have the Brazilian Tipo. And,
okay.
So it's a pretty good little group there
right.
of men, women, some younger.
Yeah. Now, weren't they kind of weren't allowed to really do what they wanted at Highlander games or something? Wasn't there something that was...
Well, it's about the smoke sometimes, probably, right?
Oh, was it?
That all has to be approved. Like, it's done... Like, they give us our smoke. We have to get it approved by Canada Soccer, and then when they score, light them out. It has to be in a clear area. Don't want to light off in the stands where people can breathe that in.
Okay. So you're trying to create the European...
I don't have to create that, man. These are fans. They do that. I got people say, hey, what do you pay those? I don't pay those. They pay us to get tickets. And then they come. These are the real...
They're fanatics.
Scotty, there is no sport... You're going to talk, there's hockey fans like that.
There's
There's nothing like a supporter. They live it.
In 96, I went to Scotland, and I support Celtic just because my brother's a Rangers fan.
No, you like the beer that they pour. That's what you pour.
The beer too, for sure. But I don't even think you were allowed to drink in the stadium at that
some
point
stadiums
because
I was in Greece a year and a half ago, and you can't drink in the
stadium.
You can drink in my stadium though.
And I will. We got pissed on the bus and before the game in the club. But it was in.
That's a shocker, actually.
Oh, I know, no kidding, right? So we were at Parkhead, Celtic, and I've never been there, didn't know. But I knew I was close. That bus was electric. Just the chanting as you're pulling up to the stadium, it was nothing. I think I've been to tons of sporting events. I have never in my fucking life witnessed anything but a Celtic Rangers game, an Old Firm game, and I was actually a little scared. I'm going to admit that.
So we were in Greece watching a game, and we were right beside the Waste supporter section. It was unbelievable. You're glassed off, and they got barbed wire on the top, and it was unfreaking believable.
It's the passion.
You wait till 2026 until World Cup hits Canada.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be the greatest event that any Canadians will see for sports. Yeah.
Do you think we have a chance
of making it? Yeah, because we're hosts, so we get in. But I think we have a serious chance of making it in 2022. 4 teams get in. We're in the last 8. I think we're serious. Got a chance to be Team 3.
Right. Wow.
It's tough to say that you're going to beat the States and Mexico. We can compete, but let's be realistic here.
Yeah. So the growth of soccer has always been on the incline. It's because you don't need much equipment. The ball is supplied. You need some boots. Happy days. So the registration anywhere in Canada and in North America, registration for soccer is always steady Eddie. It's
strong.
Very strong.
You're going to pay $4,000 for your kid to play house hockey. You're going to pay $125 for your kid to play.
Well,
soccer.
$40,000 if you want to go to some.
But for house you're paying $40,000.
Yeah, no, right, exactly.
So you're not getting the best athletes. You're getting the rich athletes.
Well, and I was going to save that for. Said that's the other part of where sports is going, and I want to get into that in a bit here, but just on Victoria soccer and what you know of it and the history of it, I would think that we would produce more soccer players to play at a higher level than we actually do. Or is that coming?
I think it's coming. We have two players on our team that are from Victoria. It's about coaching, and you know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've talked about this for a long time. It's about building and coaching.
Right.
And the immigration definitely helps of getting that next level player.
Right.
Players.
Right.
Male and female.
Right.
You know, it's you and all your buddies, your kids are going to play probably hockey, baseball in the summer.
Yeah.
But when you have people coming from different countries, Chile, and that's where Marco Bustos' family is from, who is an absolute stud for us.
Right.
Great story. I said to him, Mark, why are you from Winnipeg? What's the deal there? Right? And he said, Brad, my mom and dad came 15 years ago. They couldn't afford any other city. That's the city they could afford, right? So players are coming from everywhere, not just the hotbeds of Toronto and Vancouver.
Right, of course, yeah.
Coming from Winnipeg.
Yeah, absolutely. No kidding.
He's arguably the best player in the league.
100%. Now, keeping on the coaching thing as well, was what I love about soccer and the academies and what they do. They when you have a hockey school, and I'm not going to knock hockey schools, but if you're a coach for a local junior B team, somehow that qualifies you to have a hockey school or whatever. It's just like, no, I know.
I don't know if it's that different in soccer or in baseball or basketball. I think it's the same.
Is it? Do you think it is?
I do. I just, man.
Like, okay, so how many parents are coaching soccer? Like, of course, the young ones, I get that. But once you start getting up into
I would hope none. I would hope when we get to 12 years old and you have a high-level boys, girls team, I don't care what it is, that mom and dad shut up. And Scotty, you know my kid got drafted and does baseball and did all that stuff. You know how many times I talked to a coach?
Zero.
Yep. And you know that, you've been around me a lot.
100%.
It drives me nuts. And the reason why some of these great athletes turn to be crap is because of mom and dad.
That is a massive problem, and
I see it still, and it drives me nuts. I try and stay away from any of that conversation, but I don't like it.
No.
And parents got to figure it out.
It's a real issue where they think they're trying to do the right thing. They're hoping that they're the encouragement.
You're not helping at all.
The other part is, and I'll tell you that, and now we're getting onto this, and they don't trust the process. They just don't trust it. If their kid isn't making it or doing what they think they should be, they'll uplift.
I'm going to tell you. I'm not telling you what sport. I'm not telling you what it was. But there's a parent that phoned, talked to the coach. I'm beside the coach. And I said, what was that? He goes, oh, Dad's complaining about something. And we were 50-50 on this guy. And I said, cut him. Now we're done.
Yeah, 100%.
So that dad screwed that kid's chance.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what sport it was. But I put up with zero of that crap.
I have a buddy that coaches in this town and in the same in hockey, and I don't think parents really understand that there is the elite kids. And they're going to make it no matter what. It doesn't matter.
Lindros.
Absolutely, right? And then you have your second tier who, they're pretty much shoo-in. There is
shoo into what, though? Like a U.S. college? Or shoo into, like, pro?
Well,
let's be honest. If you're, unless you're a dude or an unbelievable player at the... I'm not, like... There's excellent players everywhere that if you got baggage...
Well, yesterday the Leafs fired their goalie coach. Right now,
who's that? Yuri Sirha?
I can't remember what the guy's name, but they fired him because of things he said on social media.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
I don't know if I know we're flip flopping here, but if you're gonna go back 20 years on somebody, then that person, like if Shanahan's making that call to go back 20 years on something.
What social media were you doing 20 years ago?
No, but it's just things that, exactly. Etch a sketch. No, but I guess what happened was that they said they found something. But I don't think Shanahan was. I don't think he's, the little angel that.
All right. Who was the first guy to say when they were in that fight with, I guess,
Exactly.
Russia? He was the dirtiest guy on the ice was Brendan Shanahan.
He has been on record as saying he did stuff in that scrum.
Everett Sanapaz was a saint compared to Shanahan.
Yeah,
He started it.
100%. So, but, flipping back, you raised some points where, what, college or pro? So, when you're, let's take your own kid.
Yeah, drafted by the Jays.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you have discussions?
Man, he's like, Dad, I'm going to the show. And I said, Kel, you're going to college. University of Illinois came, and it was a great offer. There's a couple others on the side, but like, are you kidding me? You're going to get your school paid for, go to a D1 school and live the life?
Right.
Or are you going to go grind out 4 years and get beat out by a dude from Dominican and see you later, pal?
Yeah.
Like, you got to know it. Kel didn't hit for power. He was a great receiver. But I knew that it'd be a struggle for him to get there. But I knew that he was going to get an education that was going to be great.
So, obviously, and
time of his life. They won 2 Big Ten championships.
Yeah, 100%.
A couple rings are pretty good.
Well, Chris Keeber's kid, too. He's loving it over there.
Yeah.
His first year was hard, but now he's getting picked up and going to Div 1. So
It's fun stuff.
It really is. So, it seems to be an issue, and I think by talking about it to having people that actually play, and you're an executive and stuff like, you get to see some of the young kids coming up that they have opportunities, but one of the things that I've always concerned myself about or wondered about actually was all these athletes have people looking after them as they're getting to their goal. But after
they can be spoiled little brats, man. You know it.
But who watches them after they're done?
Wow. There's train wrecks everywhere. That's why you got to be good people.
Yeah.
Be around good people.
Right. So does a player that plays at that caliber, do they make good coaches? Can they teach? Can they represent, or can they...
Like a high-level athlete?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
No, me neither.
I think they're junk because it came too natural.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
think I would be a good coach because I wasn't that good of an athlete. I'd make every team, but I was just getting there because I knew the game.
Yeah.
But
what is your take on say if we're talking parents and coaching? I think one of the biggest things that I see, Brad, is that parents coaching their kids just so they're on the team.
Man.
It is an issue.
I've seen it my entire life, and I know you've seen it your entire life. I don't say anything because what's it going to do? But I like to separate that, and with we run the WAVE program and the Trident program. We just don't allow parents to be involved from 12 up, like 0. If you want to be involved, you should take your kid and play somewhere else and be involved, because usually it means that you're trying to protect your kid. And you can't make sound decisions when you have your kid on there.
Right.
Because even if you take the kid out, people are going to say, oh, he's doing that just because.
Right. Yeah.
It's no win-win.
Yeah, it's one of the pet peeves that I have.
If you're in a small town, maybe I get it. But in any town that has a population, there's no shot at you.
Yeah.
No shot.
I get that. So let's get back to Pacific FC. Like, what?
Why are we good?
Why? Yeah. What? Not just why you're good, but like, is it?
I was gonna say because all the signings and maybe the coach we got. No.
What? So what part do you play? And
0 in the signings. In baseball, I helped out and did a bunch of that stuff. 0 in the soccer. They all said, stay away until you know what you're talking about.
Right on, good stuff. So who is the main guy?
Rob Friend and Paul Maduka, our coach, are the guys that they'll sign everybody. So Rob's one of my owners, and they sign all the guys. Where I come in would be salary cap, or if we have an issue player, I'm going to say get rid of him, or the coaches. So first year, we gunned our coach early. You probably remember everyone said, oh, it was a crap move. And they're playing in Edmonton, the second to last game of the year. And I'm watching this game. This ain't good. This ain't good. want to remove a coach on the Monday after Sunday. And I'm like, no, we got to make statements. And that's the difference. You got to do things to get yourself better. We weren't a great team the first year. We were middle of the pack, and we want to be a better organization. And that's sports. The coaches know that they're going to get fired.
It's a business.
And I could get fired pretty easy too. It's not a job that you have for life and make screw-ups. And coaching is easy to make a screw-up. You end up losing, 18 games in a year of 28 games. It's pretty easy. You're probably going to get moved on. Paul Maduka, who coaches for us, excellent. I really like him. He knows he knows where he's going, and it's a process. And we try and work together, soccer ops and business ops, because if you're off balance there, it doesn't work.
Right.
So
And how do you balance that? Like, who's like?
We actually meet once a week, not during the season, but just to make sure we're on the same page. And sometimes the soccer ops are a little bit weird, and I have to try and reel them in without them knowing. But
Right.
yeah,
Good stuff.
and it's interesting, right? How you have to balance that.
Right. Do you have agents or players or
Every player has an agent. They don't deal with me because they have to deal with when they're signing. So
Okay.
worry about what the salary cap looks like, and you dive into that. And you get a guy hurt in the middle of the year, you got to do some plus minus and all that stuff, just the same as any other sport.
Okay. So are you finding now that more people are reaching out to you than you having to reach out to them?
Man,
Is it the phone nonstop?
you would.
Is
you
it
would
serious?
laugh.
Yeah.
You would laugh how many emails I get a week from people all over the world. And all my staff do, because they just look and website. We have to have so many Canadians, which is why the league's here, 70%, and then we fill it in with high-end
Imports.
players.
Yeah. So
They all get agents, though. Everyone.
is a big thing today sending videos? Like, do you have to go through like a massive amount of?
So I don't do that right now because I'll pass on anything that makes sense. There's a lot of scouting that goes on and there's so many connections they have, and everyone has their guys. Like, this is soccer; it's a world's game, right?
Of course.
So they all got their guys. Every team does. So you just if you have a guy in Nigeria, you're gonna trust him, or a guy in Argentina or Spain. So you trust them and bring them from there. And then the Canadian ones, you build relationships with the good young Canadians.
Right.
Everybody's got the academy. And
How important is CIS?
we have a draft every year.
Yep.
So we take 2 players, and we have Chris Lee right now, who I don't know if I can say this. I think he's going back to school. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said that. Maybe he's not going back to school.
Breaking news: Chris Lee's going back to school.
Yeah, going to UBC.
UBC?
Maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe he's staying. I didn't read the fine contract. So we draft 2 players. It's cool that he made it. Pelosi, Simon Fraser. So I'd love to draft a UVic kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nico Cavero, you get me a UVic kid, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. No kidding. Eh? So the
I went to the draft a year in Montreal. It was fun. Yeah. Sitting there,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm at the table with James Merriman, acting like I know what I'm doing.
Good stuff. Awesome. And let's talk about fans and because again, like when I was there, I'm like, okay, that just seemed fun. That's just and that's like 2 minutes at a light.
Yeah.
So
they cheer for all 90 minutes, jumping up and down, cheering. It's unbelievable.
Would that be allowed anywhere else but Langford?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's how the game is.
No, I get it. I understand, but like one of the things that drives me mental is when I go to a hockey game and
if that was at a hockey game, a baseball game, or any of this, people get yelled at to sit down. Because
shut her down.
Yeah, but it's part of the culture,
right,
in soccer that it's. I don't know how many people have come up to me and say, "What do you pay those people?"
Yeah,
It's a learning process for everybody to see what pro soccer's like too, right? You just don't turn the lights on and people come.
Right.
So I've got a 5-year plan to get us to the World Cup part of 2026. And we will be a different organization. A, we're going to win. I guarantee you that because of how we're placing this out. And B, I'm going to sell that stadium out. But it's not going to happen overnight. And that's how we got to work it.
So you mentioned the word culture, and with the Euros, I mean,
how much fun did you have at that? You hate soccer.
It's not that I hate soccer. Do you know what I hated? I hated the
guys diving. I know.
No, that's not it either. I hated how it ended with England, and
That was terrible.
and that is
Yeah.
that. How do you keep that culture out of it?
It's not part of the Canadian culture. I don't see that here.
No, but given the fact that there's the immigrant, like I don't see it either. And
I honestly, we tolerate zero of that, but I do not see that type of behavior in Canada at all.
is that because
Shocking, actually, that it still happens. It's actually, and I
I was offended by it.
come on.
I was absolutely fucking offended that in this day and age,
It's I don't have any other word but shocking.
it's a disgrace.
Yeah.
It's an absolute disgrace.
Mexico cannot have fans for their next 3 games because of what their fans chant when the goal kick happens. And FIFA has suspended them for 3 games, no fans. Luckily, we play them in Mexico with no fans in October. So you know how it works for the Hex, right? There's 8 teams.
Okay.
Top 3 automatically make it to the World Cup. Everybody gets a home and home. Starts September 2nd till March. I think we face Honduras first. I think it's in Toronto.
Okay. Oh, nice.
We should get a couple games in Vancouver. No, I'm not getting a game, just to let you know. And everyone know.
Tickets?
Did you know I had a game? Tickets? Yeah, maybe. You know I had a game that got canceled down there, that we sold out in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Trinidad and
Yes.
Tobago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pulled that one out of a hat.
Nice.
I was working in soccer for a year, and I got that
Wow.
game here. We hadn't had a game since '85 in Victoria.
Wow.
So
Good for
the
you.
old baseball guy pulled it up.
Yeah. How do you hat?
It's funny because when I first
that
came
saved
over,
your job.
no, I didn't because I didn't get the game. I didn't get any money. I remember when I first came over. Don't Google your name anytime because I Googled it.
Oh,
And all these
no.
soccer guys go,
Or symptoms.
This baseball dude is gonna screw us up and all that kind
Or
of stuff.
did they? Oh, well, fine. Who cares?
My wife
Yeah.
wanted to beat him up, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
laughed.
yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, I got this Canada soccer game. You guys can suck it and all that stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, who got to suck it when we didn't play the game?
I'm 55 now, old and fat. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I just don't care.
I don't even know
anymore.
why I did it. I just
know.
did it. Maybe it's checking out any cool
Yeah, no,
pictures
yeah.
of me.
I don't care. So
That's a funny story though, right? I like it.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the getting back to the whole the culture part of it. Like rugby is, for all intents and purposes, the same way. When I went over to the rugby in Vancouver,
Come on, was that fun?
Oh,
I've been twice to that.
that is just a hoot.
Did you wear the banana suit or the RCMP suit? Which did you wear?
Well, you guess. Definitely not the RTMP suit. Definitely not. Yeah. So
Does everyone know what we're talking about there? At the sevens?
yeah,
And
yeah.
You dress up?
It's some of the best. No, not some of it. It's as much as the Celtic Rangers. I was afraid before the game, not so much during the game, but certainly after the game. But never at the Rugby Sevens in Vancouver. I just thought, and I'll tell you somewhere else that I was in Vancouver 2010 with the goal, and there was a hush. There was nobody on the street for one. And the girl I was with at the time, I had this feeling that if the U.S. was to score, it's not going to be good. And she's like, what do you, and I go, I'm telling you, I'm just like, Canada better score here. Cause I don't know, you get that weird feeling in you. And I'm just glad that Sydney scored. And for no other reason than I was there and I didn't want to be there if USA scored. It was the weirdest thing. Right. But,
who was it? Who Parise score with like a minute to go or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
I never liked Parise.
I'm not a fan. No. So let's get back to what's coming up for Pacific FC. What do you got going on? Where can people go? Is there youth clinics? Is there I want to hear it all.
We've got the youth clinics called the Trident, which is the program that we develop kids with, and that starts in early September. We run the lead program, which is the Wave, And we hope to see some of those kids make our team pretty soon.
Okay.
And
there's links to that I can put on the video here to share and stuff, and
sure.
Facebook pages.
And then for the first team, see how I said first team?
Yeah, no, it's like you're getting really good at this, actually. Yeah. Now, when you're drinking, is your pinky out? Do you do that at all, or no?
You know what? I do whatever I have to do. It's a great situation. So,
can we see you in a kilt this year? Is there?
I'm not really a kilt guy, but I like when people wear kilts.
Yeah, I get it. But no, it's like you wouldn't go.
No, probably not.
Okay.
I wear a tie, or not. I don't wear a tie. I wear a jacket and dress up. Come on.
No, I get it. Is there any Scottish guys on the team?
No. I'm trying to think. Is there? No, there's not. Watch. There's going to be one, and he's going to be all over.
Yeah, that's.
I don't remember. Well, yeah, it's funny. I go in my locker room, right, and we got all their names and photos up there, and they put their nationality with a flag on it. And
oh, do they?
most of these kids' parents are from another country, right? The rare or two goalies, only two guys that have the Canadian flag, right? Figure the two goalies are the only two kind of good old Canadian boys. But yeah, these kids are from everywhere. Like their parents were born in all these.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's great.
Good stuff.
It's good. So we got game tonight.
Yes.
Playing Cavalry for first place. They're actually good. They're a good squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna? What's any predictions?
I'm not really.
No, you're not.
Really
That's not even a fair card. Don't worry about it. I'll edit that.
I hate to say, we're top of the table, and all that kind of crap. When it's early in the season, I think it's our 12th game.
How many do you play?
28, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, you got a long way to go. Yeah.
Talk to me at game 20.
Yeah.
And I can
right. Exactly.
pretty well tell you where we're gonna finish.
Yeah.
Then we got Winnipeg on Monday, and then we're back home for 3. We got Cavalry back here on next Friday on the 20th. But the big one is we got the Whitecaps.
Yes.
On the 26th in the Canadian Championship, and this is where we have to educate people.
Yes.
This is the Canadian Championship. The Whitecaps will be sending their best
18
squad.
for sure.
If
Guaranteed.
we beat them, it's tough. It's not good. They're out. We advance.
Yep.
Any given day.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And Cavalry beat the Whitecaps 2 years ago in the same match.
Yep.
So it can happen.
Wow.
Starlight Stadium, it's gonna be
rocking,
busy and packed. The Whitecaps supporters, our supporters, are on opposite sides. We don't want to mess around that. And that's now.
Well, okay. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the first time we're going to have away supporters section. Like, we get away supporters from Edmonton and.
Yeah, but they can sit anywhere they want.
Well, we put them in a spot. But now we're going to have something where it actually matters. And it's going to be pretty cool to see. Okay,
right on. So what do you think people that have never been to a Pacific FC, what can, like, besides
what I've brought to this whole thing is, I've been in sports entertainment all my life. I know that everybody's not a soccer fan, but I'm going to bring you out there for a great time and the wow factor.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to screw with the soccer people because you can't screw with the game.
No, they like tradition.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
I would be done if I screwed with any of that.
Do you have a meat pie truck? Is there a meat pie truck?
That's a great pie truck, by the way. I think a couple years ago they were there. Not
mushy peas?
Yeah.
No?
So I try and make it that the people that aren't into it or aren't soccer fans, they want to come back because it's so much fun. I got a DJ pumping there. I got a kids zone over on the side. And they're on opposite sides. Yeah. You just make it so much fun. I got the supporters and those. I got corners. I'm a corner guy.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Like a boxer. You just got to make sure every corner that everyone sees the punches.
So if that was 3 o'clock, I think you might have played at 5.
No, I played at 3:30.
Oh, was it?
3:39.
Purple shirts everywhere.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
All I seen was from Jacqueline all the way down, purple shirts everywhere. So is it affordable?
The kit or the game?
Everything, the whole thing. So
I threw kit out.
Yeah. I had to think there for a second. With the trainer, or what?
Actually, equipment manager is the kit man.
The kit is the jersey.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you can get in for $18. Kids are a little bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Beer, spirits, everything.
Absolutely.
Expensive.
Entertainment. I think $7 for a beer.
Huh.
Pretty reasonable.
Not bad.
Hey, I'm in Stu's land. I got to be good. Stu doesn't want to see.
And let's talk about that, Alex.
Stu does not want to see a $12 beer.
No,
he said that to me when I first came.
I want to talk about that because they do it right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They just do it right.
I'm a big City of Langford fan.
Yes.
And hey, listen, it's not all kumbaya.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Listen, I came from downtown Victoria where we did this for a bunch of years. I come out here where they've never done an event like that. Yeah, they bang off some rugby, pretty big events, but they've never done a season. They needed to hear what I had to say.
Right.
They didn't agree with it all.
No.
But we had to go back and forth to show what a bigger event looks like.
Right.
So, yeah, they were definitely open. Is it perfect? No. Is it going to be perfect? I hope so.
Yeah.
And I have no reason why it's not going to be.
No, it's going to be, it's definitely going to be embraced. It's going to be shows like this and doing stuff. I think youth at the academies and what that brings
people
does.
Don't get we in a Langford audience. I get people from all over the island coming, and Gulf Islands as well. We're supported huge in Nanaimo. You look at where the fans come from: Oak Bay, Fairfield, Gordon Head, Souk, Sydney. It's everywhere. It's not just
and that's why. I've seen it and I've heard and I've talked to people. And if you're playing hockey in Victoria, you're not about to go from Souk, Langford because you're just not. So I like the parking.
There's a lot of parking out there, actually. A lot of parking.
Yeah, there is, absolutely.
And Stu doesn't charge for parking.
No
one pays for parking in Langford.
That's why he fucking does it right.
Really. I asked him, I go, what are my parking revenues going to look like? He laughed at me.
Yeah.
No one pays for parking in Langford.
Yeah, no.
But I get what the guy knows what he's doing.
He thinks of the people. He thinks of the tenants. It's always like what would it look like if he had to go?
We're not done in that stadium either.
Like, no.
I say I'm 20% of where we need to be. And everyone thinks, when's 100? You don't get to 100%. You get to 80. You got to be realistic, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get to 80, then you got to figure out how to figure out the other part to get.
So you're at 20 now, do you think?
I'm at 20. Yep. COVID put a stop in of where the juggernaut was going, and you got to be realistic, right? You can't we have budgets and we.
Of course.
Yeah. So I don't try and hide numbers. When you hear my attendance, no bullshit. That is my attendance.
We're not counting teeth.
Absolutely, 100%. Talk to Cleve, talk to Cliff, talk to any of the real sports guys in town.
Ouch.
I do not. That's funny. You weren't there. Those guys are there. Cleve's there every game.
I get it.
Cliff's my announcer.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah. She got sewered by him, right? That's a good one. But I'm not lying. And I know it's hard for people to swallow that I tell the truth on the bad or the good.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have a break even?
Not by tickets. You can't do it like that.
No,
it's just I have a number that I have to hit. But
I get it.
That's not like bad business is to say, I need to sell 4,020 tickets.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about all your other stuff? Like you got to figure out. Like you can't let go of that stuff.
Yeah.
I think a good number for consistent attendance would be 4,000.
What does it hold?
Over 6.
Okay.
And then when the poll goes, I think it gets up to 8 or 9.
Wow.
So that's why we're not done. That's why we're still 20% too, because Langford's not finished with the stadium, and there's just a lot more going on.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not even sure what that other area is going to look like. You know where the bar zone is, right on Langford Parkway.
Yeah.
It's going to look cool though.
It's awesome. So you're expecting big attendance for the Whitecaps. That should be.
Yeah, those good. There's listen, people are still nervous.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Right.
Rightfully
so we're not. We're an outdoor venue. There's social distancing still, because I can only fit 5,000 in there no matter what.
No matter what, like right now.
Until September 7th, unless they change it.
Oh,
5,000.
Okay, yeah, all right.
So, if you're 1,000 or 1,200 short of the 62, what you're allowed, still a lot of room.
Okay.
Still a lot of room.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Fair dues. See how I said fair dues? So you're at 20% now. We'll have you back on when you're at 40%.
She's going to have me back on next week?
Yeah, you want to come back? You want to do a weekly roundup show?
Buddy, I love this.
Do you like this?
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, that's it for this episode with Brad Norris-Jones. Talked a little Fitba. Now, before, do you call it football or soccer?
I probably call it football more. I probably do.
Do you?
Yeah. Just to my relatives, I say soccer because they don't know what I do for work.
What does it say on your business card?
FC Football Club.
Okay. So does it say like executive?
Oh yeah, VP of Operations, Pacific FC.
Football club.
Yeah, football club.
So you got to say football.
Football.
Got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Brad,
Thanks, buddy.
thanks for doing the show. That's it for this episode of Rawsportscast with Brad Norris-Jones. If you haven't checked out Pacific FC, please do. I'm going to a game very shortly here in Brad's. Do you have a box? Or
Yeah,
something?
and we're gonna chuck out a couple box tickets. You can hang out with me for a game.
Perfect. And if you're looking for tickets and stuff, we'll have a link and the schedule that's upcoming, and we'll make sure that everybody knows how they can get to a game and stuff like that. And maybe I could talk Brad into giving out a couple tickets in the upcoming games.
I just said that.
Is that what you said?
Come
Oh,
here,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
Into
said-
your box?
Yeah, you get.
Oh, well, there you go, folks. Like,
Yeah.
you get to, yeah. All right, so that's what we'll do then. When this airs, we will put it out on ISN and Raw Sportscast, how you can win a couple tickets and hang out with Brad. Again,
Maybe I'll bring you out for that game, and we can do it like I'll get the 4 tickets. You bring.
yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Done. Let's
love
do
it.
that.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
great.
Awesome.
We'll have some pops.
Yeah.
I don't drink during the game.
No?
No, I work.
Yeah, I get it. Right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm hosting a party, then I kick you out.
I'll drink yours.
Yeah, I'll fly you for
All
it.
right. Awesome. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for coming.